Good morning. Welcome to the channel. This is the Art of the Oracle. My name is Virginia. If you're new, welcome. I am doing a daily card message, and today I have a really interesting group of cards. And so I have a lot of cards. If you're been coming back, thank you. I really appreciate you. You'll know that I have a lot of different decks and some wonderful gifts in all of these decks. So I just intuitively am guided to pick the decks. Whatever it is, I'm drawn to it, and that's what comes out. So I'm surprised at how many incredible combinations I can get. So we have Sacred Creators Oracle right here in the middle, and this is mainly words, right? It's inspirational words. And then we have Crystal Oracle. So I'm feeling very much that the earth has something that, I don't know, I just feel like there's crystal energy. And if you're feeling like you could use a little extra inspiration, you can pull on the crystal energy that you find today in the reading. And then we have Angels and Ancestors Oracle by Kyle Gray. Really wonderful angel communicator through Kyle Gray. He's been doing it, I guess, for a really long time, and yeah, he's got an incredible deck. So I'm also pairing it up with the traditional Rider Waite. I was really drawn to that as well. So something about like the tradition, there's some magic in there. Okay, so let's dive in, and I'm kind of being drawn to the crystals this morning first. So thanks for bringing your magic to the reading today, because you know what you bring affects the outcome, right? Whether you're coming while I'm drawing it or in the future, the energy I'm pulling in is helps influence the cards. So if you have a question or something that's been on your mind, then oops, sorry about that. Then just ask and see what the oracles have to tell us. So what is the crystal that would like to share this moment? You know what? It's a little dark in here. I'm just noticing. So let me see if I can bring just a little bit more light in here. That's a little better. Yeah. I can't put this right on. Oh, lapis lazuli. Ooh, I have lapis. So maybe what I'll try to do is that whenever I draw a crystal, I will pull out the lapis as well. Hold on. All right, how beautiful. So yes, so lapis lazuli, I have brought several of the stones out. You don't need a lot. If you were going to purchase a crystal and you had, a limited budget, you don't have the money to buy a massive crystal, which you don't have to. It's like the crystal itself, no matter how big or small it is going to hold the energy of any size crystal. I put them with selenite, which is what this candle and the sticks are, to help clear and clean out any old energy. And you can, ask it that. You can put it under the moonlight if you don't have selenite. And then ask it to, cleanse the stone. And then as you hold the stone, ask what it is that it is. And I'm going to do that now. I'm going to hold the stone as I read, because this stone here is about expansive thinking. And that's beautiful. That's kind of what I was thinking this morning when I was tapping in. It's very interesting energy. And I hope you guys have all had a wonderful weekend. I had a great weekend, but it was also like there was something that shifted for me anyway. Okay, so let's read a little bit more about lapis lazuli, because it is about expansive thinking, protection, and power, and it's a highly spiritual crystal. So what this crystal can do, or what this card is bringing in, is the ability to kind of cut through illusions and expansive thinking. If you think about the third eye chakra, that's kind of the energy that this is bringing in. So it's asking you kind of, what is it that you can let go of that isn't like really true anymore, right? Because we all evolve and change. So what isn't true for you anymore? And then remove that. Like, you'll see where it's kind of embedded in your world, and it's asking you to kind of let go of that. And then it's pretty much saying that, you know, we have the ability to unlock any potential that we have in our what we were meant to do. So that's what this crystal is doing. It's encouraging us to tap into the expansive way of thinking. I think it's this one right here. Look at that. Be graceful in movement and action. Okay, so this is the first thing that I notice here, is that he's got this praying mantis and this energy of the golden pearl and the dragon as well coming in here. This great Chinese master and the wisdom here coming in. And so we have this expansive way of thinking. And then we have a little bit of this, it looks like fighter mentality, but one of the things in, like, if you think of, you know, the arts that are represented in, you know, karate or any of these, that's what I think this mastery card is bringing in, is the success that comes from doing something over and over and over again, right? That you kind of just know something pretty much after you've done it for so long. And I feel like I'm tripping over my words a little bit, but that's what it's conveying to me. So I will read what the guidebook says, and what it is. It says it teaches subtlety, because you are not being forceful. Yeah, so that's the energy of, you know, karate and please forgive me, I don't know all the names of them. But yes, it's not about fighting. It's about the art of, you know, mastery, but being able to protect yourself if needed. But I'm, you know, maybe dating myself, but Bruce Lee was well known. Like, he didn't fight, but he knew he could. There's a confidence in that, of having what you need, which is in this case, you know, it's understanding the mastery of your own body. And I think that felt really true even when I said it. It's the mastery of your body and mind. And this is pairing up beautifully with this lapis lazuli card, because this is about the discipline of, you know, going. So if you've lived a life where you have mastered something, you know what I mean, right? If you've gone to school and you've been working and doing something for a very long time, or an artist, and if you're somebody that just started something, you know the difference. You're a little shaky when you just start something. So this is about mastering and opening yourself up to expansive thinking. So, yeah, so let me see what it says here. It says, there's a gentle I can't even speak this morning. A gentle approach will be more fruitful and rewarding if you have something that you're looking at. So let's go to the final Sacred Creators Oracle here to see what is another message before we grab. Okay, there it is. Look. And celebrate your wins. That's a very interesting card to come out, because it has 4, which is really a grounding and foundation, and 9, which is something coming to the end. And when you put the 2 of them together, creates 13 or 4 again, right? So some sort of stability. Now, there's a little rooster here on this one. Yeah, and it's, as you can see, like, it's this rosy card here. It's not a card that is like loud and orange and in your face. So it's asking you to just incorporate the feeling. That's what it was when I was talking about when you've mastered something. There is a feeling. You don't have to puff up and be, you know, arrogant, but there's a feeling of comfort about understanding something that much. Even if it's yourself, like if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself and you're like, I really get this, like I know who I am now. There is great power in that. And that's what I think these cards are all coming out to tell us. So the essential meaning of the card says it's really about accomplishments and feeling a sense of pride or, you know, a positivity around something that you've been working on for a really long time. And, you know, sometimes we don't want to acknowledge it because we don't want to feel like we're being boastful. So I'm liking where this is going. So let's go into the tarot and see what the final message is for the tarot. So, okay, that's the first one. So the Eight of Cups, it's around leaving something that, so that's one of the things that we were talking about here, is that you can let go of these old things and create this awareness around this new way of being and thinking. And I was kind of feeling when I tapped in that there was something leaving us, right? And that's what that is. Look at that. And I'm hearing that it's upside down because I picked it up because I saw it fall upside down. And this is, so this is the heartbreak card, right? This is this, like when somebody has really said something or created an atmosphere or you had a belief about yourself that was hurtful, right? That you didn't realize, wow, I'm like damaging myself, or somebody else said something because they're offloading their sadness and anger towards us. And the 3 card is asking us to let that go. So I feel like, so I'm a little confused by this because we're leaving something in the past. Now the question for me is, are we leaving this heartbreak or are we walking into like okay, and there's the Strength card. So we're going to put one more card up. I'm feeling like it's a foundational card. Yeah. So again, as you can see, we have 2 8s here with this, with the Strength card that's coming in. Yeah. I'm feeling like there might be one more card for us. Okay. And the Hermit. So we have had the Strength and the Hermit. We had that out last week. And what that's telling me as I'm looking at this major shift that's happening, where we're going to see the light of something that we hadn't seen before. We're going to see the strength in what's been going on in our world and how we've been, it's a time now to think expansively. And we're going to see that all this effort that we've been putting forward, because if you've been like me, I'm like, I am doing a lot of work. I've been doing it for a really long time. And it just feels like the nefarious stuff is getting bigger and bigger, not smaller and smaller. And, you know, the destruction of the planet, it's like we're still not there. You know, and I know that people are aware and want more green space and don't want all these big centers. But it's like we've accepted it already, and I don't think we should. So it's about expansive thinking, seeing the power and where we've been going, and then being able to see the outcome of that. And I do think the way these cards have come out is that I think we're still going to see something that doesn't feel very good. And I feel like it is around lies. That's what I feel like, that this card is showing, that there are some lies that are coming out and they're kind of hurtful, right? But they need to come out. It's like the dust, the gray is we already see it, right? And there's an empowerment in knowing and seeing things for what they are, because we have been doing the work and we can celebrate the wins. We can celebrate what we've done, because this is something that we are leaving a part of the past and stepping into this realization that not everybody has been doing things with a good heart. They have been, this is what this feels like. This feels literally like lies that as we're walking forward, we're going to see this as it is. But there's power in that, and we'll move into, because we can handle it, we have the power to move forward. And I feel like this is like a bump in the road, but we have to go through it. And then we have this, we'll need time to gather our strength and move into this contemplative area for contemplation, to be able to absorb like what this has been and then move into this expansive way of thinking. So thank you for joining me here at the channel. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in a private reading, I do those over Zoom, and you can have a recording of it if you'd like. So thank you for joining me today. If you're interested in that, you can find the links in the description. Until tomorrow, have an amazing day. Bye now.